In a bustling coastal town, where the sea whispered wisdom and the wind carried untold dreams, there lived a young man named Ariche. He was not a king, not a scholar, and not a warrior, yet he had a rare gift. Ariche could see people not for what they appeared to be, but for the potential hidden inside them. His eyes lit up not when someone succeeded, but when they dared to dream. By his side was Veronica, a woman whose presence could calm storms. If Ariche was the spark that ignited courage, Veronica was the steady flame that kept it burning. Together they formed the heart of a circle, a gathering of friends from different paths, each with their own story to tell. There was Jalen, the musician who carried his guitar like a second soul. His melodies stitched together broken spirits, though he often doubted himself. Mira, the painter, saw colors in places others only saw shadows. She would paint entire worlds on worn canvases, but feared no one would ever understand them. Rafi, a traveler with dust on his boots, believed that every road was a teacher, though he longed for a place to finally call home. And then there was Aisha, who spoke less but listened more. Her words, when they came, were like drops of pure truth. Every evening, the circle gathered at the edge of the shore. The waves roared behind them as though applauding their existence, and the sky itself seemed to lean closer, curious to hear what they would share. It was not just friendship that bound them, it was the unshakable belief that each person carried a flame that could brighten the world. One evening, Ariche spoke. "We are not meant to live as shadows of what we might become. We are meant to shape the air, to leave imprints like the tide leaves patterns in the sand. Each of us has something no storm can wash away." Veronica added, "But we cannot do it alone. A single flame may flicker, but a circle of fire can light a whole horizon." The group fell silent. The words seemed to awaken something they all carried, but had buried beneath doubt. Jalen's music, Myra's colors, Rafi's stories, and Aisha's wisdom. Suddenly, they no longer felt small or insignificant. They felt like threads of the same tapestry, woven together with purpose. The next day, Jalen played in the town square, his music drawing strangers into smiles. Mira painted murals on crumbling walls, transforming forgotten corners into living gardens of color. Rafi began sharing his stories in schools, teaching children to see the world not as a map of borders, but as a river of possibilities. And Aisha, with quiet strength, counseled neighbors, reminding them of their own worth. None of them acted alone. Veronica encouraged them with gentle steadiness, while Ariche reminded them of the greatness within. Slowly, the circle's light spread beyond their small town. Travelers who visited carried tales of their unity to other lands. Their message was not complicated, it was simple, almost childlike. Together, we can create something larger than ourselves. Years passed and the circle grew. People from distant places joined, drawn not by promises of wealth or power, but by the deep hunger for meaning.